with your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. We are now on countdown mode till the first game of the season with the Baylor Bears in Waco, Texas. We're only about 3 weeks away from that now, or 3 or 4 weeks, 3.5 weeks, however you want to look at that. August the 29th.
Friday night football.
My goodness, 25 days. It is fast approaching. So looking forward to that. And Auburn beginning practice. They had a practice in Jordan-Hare Stadium on Saturday. They'll continue practice. It's going to be kind of a rainy week. So probably a lot of indoor practicing this week. But nonetheless.
I would imagine with the great facilities we got, they'll put them on the outdoor fields, and then if it looks like it may rain, pull them 50 feet and go inside, and then when it stops, bring them back outside. Because I don't know the last time, you've been over there, and most of our viewers have been over there, but those fields, they keep them immaculate, because that's what Auburn is known for, turf grass. So.
And we've got some facilities.
Yes. Yeah,
Remember the days when we used to complain about getting an indoor facility?
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, we used to, the days I was over there, they called it the bubble.
Yeah.
And it used to have a big top on it. It looked like a bubble. That's literally what they used to get to go inside of. And now they got a multi-million-dollar facility. I'm telling you, because that turf is so good over there outside of like lightning, them kids are going to practice. They're not going to tear the field up.
Oh, no, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about what's going on at practice, what we've been hearing so far from the Auburn Tigers, what Hugh Freeze has had to say. We'll take a look at that a little bit. We'll talk about how about Jackson Coyven? This kid, Auburn golfer, is now the #1 amateur golfer in the country. In the world. The #1 amateur golfer in the world. And he is finished 5th in a tournament just this past weekend. We'll talk about that a little bit. He is doing some pretty amazing things, and is coming back to Auburn, by the way, to play golf at Auburn for this next upcoming season. We are going to start a new segment on the Auburn Blitz. We'll do this on Mondays. We may do this on Thursdays as well. But we definitely will do this on Mondays leading up to the season. This is Jim's baby. We're going to call it the breakdown. We're going to take a player or a position and really break down that player. Stats, measurables, immeasurables, intangibles, all the projections of what they're going to be, why this person is going to help Auburn win football games in 2025. So, we'll, like I said, we'll begin that today. And what better way to begin than Jackson Arnold?
Absolutely.
Maybe the most important player acquisition from this past year. Playing quarterback for Auburn.
Well, and one of the main questions, since we're going to do this and break down, like we said, positions, maybe even break down a offense, a defense, and even when we get to the season, break down segments of the game and what was really important and why we won it and how we won it. But, like you said, what better way to start with the signal caller himself?
All right.
Would you not agree to this, that at some point during this season, our quarterback's going to have to win a game for us?
There is no question.
Okay. Now,
I would say multiple games.
There you go. Well, now that we've gotten to that point, I'm going to throw some statistics at you that most people, some of you have heard some of them even blew me away understanding them. One is, let's talk about him when he first started coming out of high school. He was a 5-star player, okay?
Yep.
Well, he was actually one of the very few that was a 5-star plus. And most people don't understand what that is, but that means every recruiting site across the country picked him as a 5-star, a unanimous 5-star.
Right.
I went back and looked at his recruiting class. The only 2 people ahead of him in 2023's recruiting class? Arch Manning at Texas and Nico at Tennessee, or now USC.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 ahead of this man, and they were all ranked 99s on the staff there, or on the recruiting page. Now, he went into Oklahoma, and everybody thought, well, gosh, he was just terrible, turnover prone, all that good stuff. I'm going to show you what it looks like on a statistical version of this, of why this man has got talent, but why this man looks so bad there. And I'm going to start with this list, and like I said, it's going to get you. Did you know his offensive line last year in 12 football games, 11 of the 12, Andy, they had a different rotation of 5 men out there, 11 of the 12. Can you imagine going to work and have a different 5 workers with you every time you get there?
I did not know that.
That's a stat that'll jump off at you.
I did know that the Oklahoma offensive line gave up more sacks than any other offensive line
now,
in the SEC.
That brings me to my second stat. Jackson himself took the 6th most sacks in the nation with 34 last year. Here's another stat that'll jump on top of that. He only played 10 games, Andy. Had he been on the same average in projection and played the other 2 games, Oklahoma would have led the nation in sacks, given up. And Jackson would have been the one that took them all.
Right.
So does that not help you feel a little bit more about his offensive line was pretty putrid?
Having so many different guys in so many different positions, you can see why they struggled so much.
Correct. Now, let's take it to the wide receiver side of the ball game. The starting 5 wide receivers, so they're claiming their best 5 on Oklahoma's staff last year, all 5 played in 7 games or less of the 12 last year. All their best guys. Their leading wide receiver, Andy, you want to know who had more yards last year for us than their leading wide receiver? Fairweather. He literally had 300-something yards, and their best receiver had 324 yards last year as a team, as that receiver. So, again, when you ain't got your weapons to throw through, you ain't got nobody to block for you, it's hard for you to express that Elite 11 all-star talent that you've got. It's like Bo. If you're running for your life when you were here, you can't really throw the ball.
So he was playing with one hand
tied behind his back and one foot up under him. Yes. All right, so I'm going to take you to the next one. Now, this is one that usually doesn't jump off the page to people, but you got to understand where it's coming from. He plays for a defensive head coach.
Right.
Meaning that he's going to be catering that like we used to. I'm trying to think of a guy that would be comparable to him. Maybe like a Brandon. What was Brandon play quarterback for us?
Brandon Cox.
Cox, more of a game manager. They didn't cut Jackson loose and let him play. I think I got a stat on my paper somewhere I was going to tell you. Here's the difference in a defensive-minded coach versus an offensive-minded coach. Do you know how many times Oklahoma ran the football last year, either by quarterback or running? 531 times.
Wow.
Hugh Freeze and the Auburn Tigers last year, 399.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably a big
140 possessions different or carries different.
Well, I don't think Oklahoma threw hardly a pass against Alabama.
Right. Well, I mean, for the most part, and I think I had that stat on here too. They had, let me get there and tell you. He was 9 for 11 in the Alabama game and throwing at an 82% clip in that ball game. When they let him throw, the kid can throw.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to follow you through with the rest of this. Did you know, as you already brought them up in the offensive line that I brought them up, did you know they finished 104th in the nation in offensive line grading last year? 104.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not an SEC team.
No, it's
not at all. Now we're going to get you a little piece of Jackson. Rushing, Jackson had over 400, I think it was 444 yards last year, and 24 of that 444 was explosive plays, so more than 15, 20 yards at a clip. So that shows you he's got the ability, when given the opportunity, to escape the pocket, to get away, to be able to throw the football. With all those things being said, do you think he had an opportunity at Oklahoma?
I think they were few and far between.
Correct. I mean, I would tend to agree with you, and that's why I wanted to start with him in our segment breakdowns, for people to realize this kid, you don't get the recruiting services, everybody across the country to look at you and all of them say you 5-star. They don't say 5-star plus. They don't give those out just for any reason.
Yeah.
They didn't miss. All these people that know what they're looking at on these guys don't miss. They may be off a little bit, but they're not off to the level he was at Oklahoma last year. You can blame him for turnovers at Oklahoma last year, but if you're running for your life, you're going to have some of those. You don't have a choice. Now when you step over, let's step him over onto the Auburn side. If he comes over into the Auburn side, he's sitting here with a top 1 or 2, depending on publications you read, receiver class in the country. So that's going to –
the weapons are there.
The weapons are there.
Now, they got hurt at Oklahoma. That's why those receivers are not on the field. So, I mean, there's always –
correct. But
there's always a chance.
Now
but the weapons are there.
That's a stat I was going to take even further than that. But Oklahoma was relying on 4 to 5 guys last year. Wouldn't you say Auburn's room is deeper and wider than Oklahoma's last year?
I don't know that much about Oklahoma's last year, but yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Yes. So if you were to say, let's say week 1, you have a Coleman go down. Well, you still got a Perry Thompson. You still got a Bryce Kane. You got a Horatio Fields. We can go on down this list, Sam Turner. We can keep going. What I'm getting at is he's got the weapons there. We've also brought up offensive lines for Auburn. They just recently got graded, and I think you and I brought it up in the show. 6 men are projected to go to the NFL. He didn't have but one in that staff last year in Oklahoma, one that had a NFL grade on that staff. So you would think with the opportunities that he's got to jump over from where he left from a total dumpster fire, as some people would call it, over into where he is now, he's going to get the opportunity to express his ability that he's got. Would you agree to all those?
I mean, look, I love he's a big guy.
Yes.
I mean, and I've said this many times, but nobody has argued that his physical, that the physical traits aren't there to be a high-level SEC quarterback.
Right.
You've just laid out the weapons that he's got at Auburn, the protection that he should have at Auburn. So what does he have the coaching at Auburn?
There you go. That was going to be.
Is that the determining factor?
That is going to be the question, because we've already determined with all of that breakdown, he has the natural athletic God-given ability to play football. It's going to be, do we do what we did to Peyton Thorne last year and have to dummy down the offense as the season goes on to make it work? Or can we open it wide open and say, look, Jackson, this is an RPO. If you get singled up to Coleman or Singleton or whoever out there, throw it. If you don't, then you got the ability to run. Can he read the field?
That is the question. We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet from Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take to the road in a rugged new full-size Chevy Silverado with discounts up to $13,000 off MSRP. New 2026 Chevy Equinox with all-around versatility and affordable pricing. Now with discounts up to $4,000 off MSRP. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Tell your friends, Auburn Blitz from 12 to 1. Make it part of your lunch hour each and every day, Monday through Friday. Also, we have the Auburn Blitz podcast on YouTube and Facebook. In around 8-ish in the morning. And then, of course, we are with you each and every afternoon. We are brought to you by some wonderful sponsors, Sensa Green Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. They are the carrier dealer in this area. For air that's cool and clean, call Sensa Green. Russell Do It Center. They got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do It Center today. And finally, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small, commercial or residential. For all your needs, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. We were talking about Jackson Arnold in the previous segment, beginning the new segment today, and we'll continue that on throughout probably on Thursdays, Mondays, and Thursdays, the breakdown. And we'll break down a different player or a different position every show. But any final thoughts on Jackson Arnold? I mean, any wrap-up from all that information that we just learned?
Well, I would think that we should be able to take away from just a pure numbers thing, taking about, the person out of it, just pure numbers. He's shown that he can do it when given the opportunity to do it. And when you put a player in a position that they're going to fail with a terrible offensive line, a terrible set of receivers to it, you're asking a kid to put a lot on his back in an SEC football game. I think the wrap-up that is, I think that you're fixing to see him flourish. I think he's going to take off in Auburn's system and fly. As long as you don't have an injury, I think the kid's fixing to show us. There's even prognostications out there on ESPN. I was looking on a betting site last night that he is a dark horse for the Heisman.
Well, let's not go crazy.
I didn't say it. I just said it was out there. I didn't say I was betting. I just said it was out there.
Yeah. A lot of times you start off the season with maybe a game, sometimes 2, where you can ease a new quarterback in and get him really comfortable in the offense, And you think that, okay, we'll get this guy a lot of confidence. He'll have a lot of success. Auburn will blow out these couple of teams, and then we'll, play an SEC team or play a significant opponent. This year, not so. Now, looking back, Auburn had that possibility the last couple of years. They started out with also ran, and then they ended up playing Cal in week 2.
Right.
Now, Cal wasn't even a great team by any means.
Right.
They were just a basically average team at best. And, but Peyton Thorne, couldn't, he had really nice success in week 1, but he struggled mightily in both those games.
Doesn't that show you the level of competition, meaning that Peyton separated himself, that he's a good D3 quarterback, lower level D1 quarterback, but an SEC quarterback, his brain may not operate as quickly, or his arm may not get the ball there as fast as some of these 5-stars would get it there.
Well, there was clearly some kind of disconnect, for sure.
That's right.
Now, Jackson Arnold, back to my point, Jackson Arnold, you're going out to Baylor. Now, Baylor, not what you would consider a high-level SEC team, but many people are projecting them to win the Big 12, which would put them in the playoff.
Sure.
I think they won 6 straight to end the regular season last year, and I think they ended up losing the bowl game, but still, it was close. But they won 6 straight to finish the season. They won they were on a roll. That team is projected to carry some momentum into this year. They're going to be a challenge. They're going to be a formidable challenge for this Auburn team. So you throw Jackson Arnold out there. Does he have the confidence to go out there and perform at the level that he's capable of? I'm not sure that's a question anybody can answer. You can look at it in practice and you can say, okay, yeah. And some guys go out there and in practice they can make all the throws, but you get in between the lines on Saturday, and it's, they seem to struggle.
And that's
that's something we're just going to have to kind of find. That's the mystery, that's one of the reasons why we love football and watching it.
Right, but usually somewhere, and that's why I love the statistical side of it. Somewhere in there's a set of numbers over a course of somebody's resume, not one night, but over, like I told you last year about Peyton Thorne. He proved that he was a 150, 200-yard quarterback. He wasn't a 400-yard quarterback, even at Michigan State. Even on his best days, he wasn't that guy that everybody wanted him to be. Well, Jackson is proving so far he's got a better completion percentage than Thorne, as well as like in some of the stats of the big games he played last year. I mean, like I told you in Alabama, he didn't have to throw a lot, but he threw for an 82% clip in that ball game. When asked to throw, he completed the intermediate throws, completed the ones he needed to make. Would you not also agree if we got that much talent around him with a receiver and running game, a good offensive line, maybe you don't have to ask him to do a lot. Just do what we ask you to do. Throw that 10-yard out and let Cam Coleman turn it into something special.
Well, I was, sold that was going to be the case last year, too.
Right.
And, Peyton Thorne didn't have to be a Heisman candidate. All he had to do was make the routine throws, and we were going to protect him because the offensive line was going to be better, and it wasn't. Now we had the same receivers last year. They were younger, but I think they got a chance to be better this year.
I will add
think
this.
The offensive line's got a chance.
I will add this to the quarterback room before we go to our break. We can come back in another segment and talk about it, or you guys can bring up a question. But it really concerns me, not on him, but it really concerns me that we've already put it out there that we're going to give Daniel packages to be in the Wildcat. And why? You're talking about killing somebody's confidence. If Jackson is driving down the field and you take him out inside the 20 to put somebody else in, what are you telling your quarterback?
Yeah, I don't want to see that. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today, I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some fantastic food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. They've got a wide selection of wines as well. They got steaks, they got ribs, burgers, they got a little bit of everything, got casseroles. It's a really neat store. Go and check them out sometime this week. They actually got daily lunch specials as well. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com. That's just the letter N, steaksinwine.com, and go and check out what the lunch specials are. They usually have deals going on each and every month, very specials. The specials are great. They're very reasonable pricing, and the food is absolutely delicious. You will not be disappointed. Go and check out Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. You'll be glad that you did. All right, let's see. We got a comment here. Luke says, for the love of all that is good and kind, can we please not rotate 2 quarterbacks on a regular or if any point this season? Yeah, I'm with you, Luke. I think Jim is as well. I don't want to. I've never been a big fan of the Wildcat, and certainly don't want to see it when you've got a capable starting quarterback that can throw the ball, run the ball, and can do everything that you want to do. What's the point other than to break the chemistry and the momentum of the drive?
Because it almost feels like an Ashford situation back to me again. You're dividing quarterbacks because maybe you've promised one of them. You maybe told this Daniels kid, I'm going to get you some reps. Somehow I'm going to get you on the field. Well, put him on special teams. Let him tackle somebody.
Yeah.
Don't. If you got the rhythm going of a quarterback and he's in the groove, throwing the ball, completing passes, reading it, don't pull him out and go, hey, now we got to let the other guy try.
Doesn't make much sense, but then again, if we do it, I will.
Because Luke of all people
like
could feel the same pain is if, let's say, Ty Simpson ends up being the starting quarterback. Well, what's he going to do if once they get inside the 10, they bring Keelan Russell in to run the Wildcat? They could feel the same pain. Because I guarantee you Russell runs better than Simpson does.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about the offense. How about the defense? And so far in practice, as you would expect, the defense seems to be a little bit ahead of the offense, which is kind of really what you want to see. Because if they're not, then you start to wonder, start to get concerned about your defense. But here are some quotes from Hugh Freeze. Tell me what you think about this. Jim, we're so much faster at linebacker right now. Auburn lost their 4 top leading tacklers. They lost Eugene Asante. They lost Austin Keys. They lost Dorian Mausi. That was your linebacking core last year. All gone. Hugh Freeze says we're so much faster now at linebacker with Bryce Dees and Elijah Melendez and Xavier Atkins, the transfer from LSU. We might back gap one time where he doesn't need to, but he's been quick enough to overcome those mental mistakes because of just the speed we've increased on the defensive side. I think we're faster over there at every position.
No, and that's truthful. You should be, because if those 2 recruiting classes we had that were in the top 10 and the transfer portal to fill in pieces that you needed that left, there's no reason for it not to be better.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you want these days. Obviously, we've kind of moved from power to speed on defense. That Tommy Tuberville always used to talk about that. The more speed you got out there on the field on defense, those little smaller linebackers.
That's one of the amazing things about athletics in general, but especially football. You can't coach speed. So if I mess up, if say I make a wrong judgment on a play, my speed can make up for me a lot of my mental errors sometimes. I can still get to where I need to be, even though I thought it wrong to start with.
Definitely. Here's another one. They are disruptive, Freeze said about this defensive lineman. the young guys. We obviously all know about Keldrick and Kieron Crawford and some of those, but Malik Blockton, just a freshman last year, is disruptive. And these two young ones, Malik Autry and Jordan Crawford, are getting better every day. Bobby Jamison Travis had a deal with his daughter. He missed, but he's back now. I think there's some disruptive guys that can help us. We got to get them to buy into their role. This defensive line, this interior part of the defensive line, you're talking about Malik Blockton, you're talking about Bobby Jamison Travis. Those are probably going to be your starters, but as
you've already alluded to, the difference in body size versus speed and power, those guys, like what he's referring to is get them to buy in. They can't be on the field every play because by the time the fourth quarter happened, they'd be wore out.
Yeah.
So we need the depth pieces there, and when those depths come in, they need to do their job until those other two can get back on the field. And in prime situations, you want to have your best in the ballgame.
Well, that's where the Jay Hardy and the Zykevious Walker and the Dallas and Zykevious Walker and Dallas Walker, those guys start to come into play. Then, if a Malik Autry and a Jordan Crawford can supplement and come off the bench and be a backup piece, man, that's huge to have that kind of depth just on that interior. That could be really, really special.
And, I brought it up before about iron sharpening iron. If you've got these quality of defensive linemen going against 6 NFL-graded linemen working every day against each other, they're only going to make each other better. So on Saturday, barring any injuries on Saturday, that defensive line will be ready to play going up against true, good NFL offensive linemen.
You certainly would hope so, for sure. All right, we're up against another break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Only a couple of more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Give us a call, 256-234-6221. What's your thoughts on this Auburn football team as they are making preparations for the opener against Baylor on August the 29th? Are all the pieces there for this Auburn team to have the kind of season that all Auburn fans have been waiting for several years now? Can they finally push past that 500 record they've been hovering on for the last 4 years and win that 8th, 9th, 10th game? Hopefully we'll see. The schedule sets up pretty nice. It's very reasonable. The roster has been greatly improved. There are not a lot of excuses for Auburn to have a bad
I'm definitely
year.
not backing down from my 9-3 prediction.
I think it's definitely possible, but we will see for sure. One of the aspects that, or one of the reasons that Auburn could win that night, could go 9-3, and it's maybe not something that you always think about, but Alex McPherson being healthy, coming back, the kicking game being reliable. Alex McPherson is 20 of 22 in his Auburn career.
Right.
I think he had 20 in a row. He missed his first, and I think he missed that last one when he was not healthy last year. He only kicked twice last year, but
well, typically, and because I played the position, I can speak from this in high school and had a chance to walk on to do it in college. it's muscle memory. Once he's got that stroke down, it's almost like swinging a golf club. If that ball, if the snapper and the holder put the ball where it's supposed to be every time when he gets there, it's basically just the same muscle movement every single time. Guys miss because maybe that ball was put there half a second later, half a second sooner. Maybe when the guy went to set it on the tee, he turned it just slightly. Or he didn't. There's small, minor things that can happen that he makes a miss and the crowd never sees. All they go is, oh, God, that kicker's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it ain't all on the kicker. But people never see that. And as you know, they're either the GOAT or the hero. They win the ball game or they're that, oh, we got to get us a new kicker. He ain't worth the crowd.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, Alex McPherson's obviously been through a lot of health issues.
Sure.
But apparently he is healthy and he's doing very well. So he's off to a good start.
And wasn't it also the intel from practice on Saturday and Sunday that between 2 days there was only one field goal missed and everybody kicking, all kickers?
That's right.
Yeah.
And so Towns Magoo, coming back, he kind of lost his confidence last year. And maybe he has gained that back. And he can watch Alex McPherson for one more year, and then we'll have Magoo for a couple more years. But according to Hugh Freeze, I believe there was only one interception thrown Saturday in practice. And that was a pick six by your boy Ashton Daniels.
I like it.
So Jay Crawford picked it off, ran it back.
Maybe that's why they've dummied the offense down to the Wildcat so that he can stay there and read and run. That's what he's doing.
Perhaps. But we'll see. That could be a big factor for Auburn this season, and that's Alex McPherson. Kicking game as a whole, Auburn brings in a new punter as well, and he's gotten a lot of good reviews as well. So all that points to very positive.
Another Aussie.
Very positive special teams for this Auburn team.
We've got a pipeline of the Australian punters lately.
True.
Yeah.
Banged up right now, Damari Alston, bruised heel.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of the things where he would play if it was a game, but let's get him 100% healthy. If it's a little nick or bruise, we're going to hold him out. Rayshawn Pleasant's got a sprained ankle. We know about Jeremiah Cobb with his fractured finger. Donovan Starr had an injury. He's been sitting out for a day or two. That's the freshman cornerback. Hollis Davidson, the tight end, is limited, as well as Champ Anthony. Anthony's just taking it easy on that leg, coming back. I read an article about him, said he's doing a lot better.
Yeah, and
building a lot more confident.
I read practice notes on him this morning, and they claim that he went to full practice on Sunday. Was not held out on anything.
Well, how about that?
Yeah, 11 on 11. They said he was in with everybody.
He is probably going to be the first guy out there in the nickel position.
Mm-hmm.
And he is.
If that's one
looks
thing,
like he is,
which we got more breakdowns over the time to come. But if that's not one of the greatest positions to me on our staff right now, is that defensive back / safeties. They are so deep back there.
It's true, and the talent level is off the charts. Really,
yeah.
It's I can't remember overall a more talented room than that secondary room right now at Auburn. All those guys are like studs. It would appear. Bobby Jameson Travis, again, he had just a personal matter. I think he sat out practice yesterday, but it wasn't a big deal. And I don't think the sprained ankle for Rayshawn Pleasant's a big deal. The X-ray was negative for any kind of break, so he's going to be fine too. So that sounds good as well. There are going to be nicks and bruises, but you want to avoid the major injuries for sure in practice. And we talking about practice. We got to take a break, but we'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Sentricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
At Majestic Caverns, we believe in the power of unforgettable experiences. At a cool 60 degrees year-round, America's most historic caverns guarantees an enjoyable escape. But it doesn't stop there. With over 20 above-ground attractions, including 5 new ones this year, and our Cave Cafe, which offers delicious drinks and plenty of food options. And don't miss our exciting event, Libertas. On June 29th, July 6th, and July 13th, enjoy live entertainment and much more. At Majestic Caverns, your unforgettable adventure awaits.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Kind of a rainy Monday afternoon out there. But
beautiful 70 degrees, though.
It is a lot cooler than it has been. That is absolutely for sure. As I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the show, Jackson Coyven, the tremendous Auburn golfer, number one ranked amateur player in the world, finished tied for 5th. Has gotten an exemption and been playing in a couple of PGA Tour events this year. He actually finished 14 under in 5th, tied for 5th place in the Wyndham Championship at Sedgefield Country Club. So just a tremendous accomplishment for him. And this is just kind of the beginning. This guy is going to be – he's the real deal. He's going to be a player on the PGA Tour for a long time, and it's going to be interesting to follow his career to see just how good he can possibly be. He's the type of guy that I would not be surprised at all if he ends up with a major or two, or the sky's the limit for him. Who knows? But he will be back at Auburn this season and lead that group to hopefully maybe a second national championship. That would be the goal. I'm sure they are talented enough to do it, and with somebody like him anchoring that team, they have to be one of the favorites, I would imagine. All right, it is August the 4th. On this day, 1982, outfielder Joel Youngblood is the only Major League Baseball player to get hits for 2 different teams in 2 different cities on the same day.
Wow.
That is not an easy accomplishment. No. He had a single for the Mets in a Chicago day game. He got traded and then singled for the Expos in a Philadelphia night game. That's not easy to do.
No, that's pretty swell.
On this day, 1985, Hall of Famer Rod Carew got his 3,000th hit off pitcher Frank Viola. Rod Carew. Happy birthday today, Ernesto Maserati. Of course, the Italian race car driver and designer. 1898 he was born. Maserati. Louis Armstrong. What a wonderful world. Born on this day, 1901. Dallas Green, longtime manager in Major League Baseball. Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones played for the 1969 Miracle Mets that won the World Series. He famously was at bat. They threw a ball. He said, that he started to first like the ball hit him. They claimed, no, the ball didn't hit you. They looked at the ball. It actually had shoe polish on it. Where it had hit his shoe, he went to first and ended up scoring on a home run. The Mets won the game. Cleon Jones from Mobile, Alabama. Still alive to this day. John Riggins, born on this day, 1949. Remember John Riggins, fullback running back for the Washington Redskins?
Okay.
Back in the day. Bruiser. Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, yeah. Landman.
Do what?
Landman.
There you go.
Yeah.
Landman. Sling Blade, for all of you out there. 1955. Jerry Cooney, boxer. Poor guy fought in a heavyweight title match 5 times. Lost all 5.
So he's a Buffalo Bill.
He is a Buffalo Bill, yeah. Roger Clemens, born on this day. B.J. Surhoff, Jeff Gordon, and Kurt Busch, all born on this day.
Pretty good little crew.
That's right. Good sports day. It's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.